Hello, hello. Hi, my Justice Strong ones. Um, of course, I'm here with another video. Wait, let me first say some things. Um, I know my last video, you guys was like, "What's going on?" But I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. You guys know I am the strong one, so I just wanted to clear some things up. But we're gonna leave that where it's at in the past. And we're going to move forward to tonight. First, let me say happy Halloween. Happy, Ancestry Month. You guys see, for you guys, I put my little bone head right there for you guys, and everything. I was going to put it on, but I wanted you guys, to connect with me. But happy mysterious night. Happy mysterious night. I got my little the reason why it's also a little dim, the lights. I have my stove light on, but because I wanted to have a little theme for you guys, have it be a little, just a little bit of dark. I got my little pumpkin candle lit here, so we can have good conversation. But I just had to take just a a break, guys. I will clear my mind in a minute. So I'm back, and let's get into the topic on this mysterious night. Today is the 30th. I think it's like I believe it's like 2:33 in the morning. You guys know either how I do my videos and the time. So let's get into it. Tonight topic is gonna be not that long. But I just wanted to talk about it because I think it'll be a good topic for tonight. And let's get into it. So as you guys can see, my title is called Thou Shalt Not Judge, right? But me being justice, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I believe. So I chose this topic tonight because I thought it will fit the occasion. On Halloween month and Halloween and mysterious night and all this other stuff, people sometimes like to do a little bit more than what they should, or have the courage of the night, to do more than what they regularly do. I don't know, whatever. But let's talk about it. When I say I don't agree with, now you guys know, from watching my other videos, why I am the way I am and who I am, right? When I say that thou should not judge, I only speak about me and how I feel about judging. I judge, simply. I judge because of my own safety, for my own safety. I judge because you guys know I either got I'm always fixing my ears because my Bluetooths are connected. I judge for my safety. I judge for others' safety. I judge for multiple reasons. I believe that in order to grow and make wise decisions, you must judge. We all grew up with different sayings of things and what you should and shouldn't do, which leads a lot of people to not think for themselves, which can lead to uncertainty, which can lead to destruction, because you're so accustomed to this is how it's supposed to go, When it comes down to people who do things to other people, if it's from taking from others, stealing, that's what we call it, because it's two different things. So stealing, verbal abuse, mental abuse, domestic violence, murdering, anything. Are these people not judged? Well, nowadays, they're not being judged as much, but aren't these people judged by judges? So for me, we have to, you must judge people, because when you don't judge someone, you become open to anything, from domestic violence to anything. Because let me see if I could let's give some examples. You meet someone and you hear all these things about them. They did this, they did that. You see facts about them. Not just only hearsay, she say. Because I can get that sometimes people can hear things and you don't know for yourself, so you want to test the theory, right? You want to, which is understandable. But when you have evidence, you see things, you have facts, and you want to cry wolf when you should have made a judgment. You should have made a judgment and not say, well, yeah, this might be there, and they might have done this to that person and that person. And I think that's where it lies. A lot of people feel like they may have done this to that person or that person, but they're not going to do it to me, or they're not going to change, and or they're going to change for me, or they're going to change for me. Now you guys know justice, right? You know how I feel about the mind, and you know how the mind can change in a matter of seconds. So I'm not here to say if they are or if there isn't. But what I am saying is to sit there and say, I don't judge people is ridiculous, in my opinion. I'm not saying the person is ridiculous, but my opinion is it is ridiculous. Just like some things that I might say that you might feel as though it's ridiculous. We're all entitled to our own opinion, right? So I will always judge people. I will always judge people on, the way they say things. For instance, I judge people on their character and the way they say things, because it puts me in a better position of how can I deal with you, right? How should I deal with you? And what I mean by that is, let me give another example. If I'm communicating with someone, I think that mankind in general, we should learn how to re-communicate again, right? Because we overtalk each other, we try to lie to one another, on one another as we speaking. And what I mean by that is, you can have a conversation with someone, and this happens in a lot of racial conversations and politics, and and you can be as calm and polite as whatever, and yet they will still try to say that you're doing this or doing that. And then when you ask them, well, define it. How am I being defensive? How am I being, these terms that you're saying that I'm being obnoxious and all this other stuff? And then they can't even give you no example of yet trying to justify, So how do I judge these people? Do I not judge you? Do I sit there and say, well, okay, it's okay for you to make these judgmental things of me, of saying that I'm doing this, or being obnoxious or being defensive. But yet when I judge you and I say that you're trying to switch it, I shouldn't do that. It just amazes me. I tell you guys a lot with mankind and each of us as individuals, that we all should focus on each other, on ourselves more. Not selfishly. You guys, I know you guys always hear me say that. You say, she always tells us we're gonna talk about that. We will. Give it time. Patience, right? In the world we live in today, we must have patience. So we must focus on ourselves more and not on what others doing, right? And when we learn to do that, we'll be unbothered. So let's give another example on why I judge people. I judge people. I judge people on how you act, because here's the thing: my ancestors, including me, has been judged since the beginning of time. I was judged before I was even born. Huh? Oh, you didn't hear. I said I was judged in my ancestors before I was even born. So we got to stop trying to give advice to different races and different other people, and we have to give it to ourselves, right? We have to start living but what we're saying with ourselves, and doing things with ourselves before we can. It's kind of like, for another example, why I judge people in certain aspects of what they do and say. One, because they do it to me. Now they can put it any form they want to say it is. I don't judge people. I might feel a certain way. However you want to spend it or spit it is okay. Justice, get it. I'm okay with it. It's your words. I can't tell you what to do. But I will continue, because I'll know how to handle you accordingly. Let's give another example. When people are talking about race or politicians and dislikes and likes, no one cares. Well, I can't say no one cares. We'll say percentage of people care and don't care what you do with your life. But why do you have to discredit all? There's not one person, and I challenge anyone in the world. Justice. I'm talking to everyone in the world. I challenge anyone in the world to tell me, I know everyone in this world. I know what everyone does in this world. I know everyone's story. I know what everyone did. So every time each of you individuals out in the world open your mouth to say this or say that, what you're entitled to, try to watch what you say and how you say it. Just, we can think a little bit before we speak. We don't have to blurt out everything that comes to the brain unless you have a problem in the brain, which is understandable. But if you don't have a problem in the brain and we see that the brain is halfway functioning correctly, let's try to think just a little bit before we open our mouths. Because you don't know the whole world. So when you categorize, oh, I'm with this person now, or I'm with that race, or I'm with, cool, congratulations. Must be nice. Wish you well. But don't ever in your life downplay my race. I will judge you. Because I can sit there and do the same thing. See, I judge because you guys know how I feel about the body and the brain and what I do, and where I'm going. We'll grow together. You know, I talk to you guys about certain stuff. I don't, I tell you guys what I choose to tell you, which is understandable. But when you're judging other people, which is perfectly fine, because I say I do the same thing, it's okay. What do you mean? If you meet someone, right, and you feel like their personality is ghetto, loud, obnoxious, quiet, not enough spoken, whatever you feel, that's that individual. You take that up with that individual directly. That's what I do. I go to the source. I don't demolish the innocents. Why? It's not worth doing anything. But I don't try to make everyone suffer. It's weak. It won't ever work. Generation after generation, time after time, the toughest of the tough thought that they were bringing harm or frustration or destruction to the universe, and it hasn't worked, and it will not work. It's time to focus on other things. So yes, I'm going to judge you. I'm going to judge you. I might even give you a little, a little side eye, but that's just justice. You might respond in the way you respond. But judge people. Judge how people act, how they speak when they're around you, how they look at you. You want to do what you want to do, cool. You want to be with who you want to be with, cool. No one is your creator to tell you if it's right or wrong. If you feel it's right or wrong, Talk to your creator, talk to yourself, talk to your ancestors. And what I mean by talk to yourself is you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, cool, answering yourself, but communicate. You know right from wrong. And stop categorizing and making judgment on everybody. You don't have to put down people in order to uplift yourself or uplift a race that you feel as though you need to be uplifted. Nobody's race need to be uplifted. They'll uplift themselves. Uplift yourself. And if you don't want to uplift your race, uplift yourself. But putting down another to pick up another, it didn't work then, and it's not going to work now. We got to stop it. It's pathetic. Because I don't care if you're a politician, a smart person, or you don't know me, you don't know my background, and you'll probably be very surprised. Extremely surprised. Heck, I'm even surprised sometimes. Happy mysterious night, people. And on this mysterious night, you become mysterious of people. You should. You become mysterious of the people around you. And when you gotta go to court and see judges, don't hesitate to judge. Judge for your safety. Judge. Ask the questions that you need to know. Don't sit there and say, well, I'm going to let you into my presence because I want to give a chance. Give a chance to what? Bring destruction into your life? Don't give people that chance. Don't give them an opportunity. You leave them out there where they belong. When you're having conversations with people and you see that people conversations, you don't like what they're saying, you have a right to judge them. Judge them. And then you handle them as you feel fit. That doesn't mean you have to argue with them or fight with them on what they say and how they feel. But at least off your judgmental, you judge and you see, you know how to handle them. You know, okay, I don't want to do business with the person. I don't want to have more conversations with this. I don't like. But we have to stop. We have to stop with just saying off the wall things to catch a gasp, to catch a shock. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Are we really trying to improve the world? Nah, I don't think so. As the future go on, I might, who knows who I might help. I might be helping whoever, including myself. I will always. But I'm also gonna continue to do this work, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff out here with this and justice that and justice that, and okay, and I think that's good. I think we all you guys know me. I think we all need a bit of justice in them, and that's good. You guys keep doing the work and putting out your justice things. Look, I'm gonna always be the number one justice strong one, right? That I know, and you guys will always be my justice strong ones as well. So I'm here for it. I believe in life, at least for me, I don't worry about anyone, with taking anything from me, because it's not possible. What's mine is mine. It's only one me, right? But you must judge. You must judge people, because people are doing things out here that need to be judging. That needs to be judged. And I get it, people want to live. People want to, live and feel like in this world, things is unfair. So now others must suffer, and things is unfair. So I don't care what I have to do to get it or who I have to step over to get it. As crazy as it, I'm not justice strong for no reason. As crazy as it must sound, it doesn't sound crazy to me. Your pain, your hurt, your thoughts, your negative thoughts, and I don't care how I did it. I don't care who I hurt. I want to murder. I want to kill. That does not sound crazy to justice. Me and Satan might not be cool, but I know who Satan is, right? Me and Satan might not, you know, do business together, but I know who Satan is. So don't think for 1 minute I don't understand, or sometimes, let me say something. Sometimes I'm so who I am, and so powerful that I don't want to understand that side. I just don't want to understand a murder. I don't want to, but I realized that in order for me to be who I am, and live the way I live, and fight for what I do, I must know that side. I must. I will always judge that side because that side judged me. People judge me based off of how I move, and and how I feel, and who I uplift, right? But that's okay. But as I said, on this mysterious night, you guys get it. Corny jokes, mysterious night. But yeah, so a couple of hours from now will be Halloween, and you guys judge everything, even your candy. Open it up and judge it. Is something in it? Let me judge this candy. And protect yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. We joke, we key here, right? I'm not saying, well, go and you judge everything. You judge that person. No. We have to think, move accordingly. And I'm not saying you go out there and you judge every. Come on, let's not be redundant. Come on, if you know me, you guys are my Justice Strong ones. You're very intelligent. If you are a Justice Strong one and you have the JS on you, you're very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you go out there, but what I am saying is when it's time to make those judgmental decisions, you don't hesitate. You don't second guess. And because I don't want to offend. You offend. Huh? You offend. Have you not been offended before? You're not offending. A lot of mankind problem is pride. We love our pride. It's I don't care who has to die, who has to be hurt. I want what I want. Right? But you think about the greatest men of the men, the greatest women of